how can we better equip kids? Because if they're never disappointed, they're not going to learn how to bounce back from failure and disappointment. So
I'm seeing a backlash to that. I think for a long time there was that everybody gets a trophy point of view, and now, at least among the parenting communities that I see, what I'm seeing is a belief that everybody should get to play, everybody should get a chance to participate and to learn and to grow, but not everybody gets to win. And that to me seems to be reasonable and more akin to what life will be like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you think if there are all these, we don't keep score in the soccer field. Well, ask the kids. The kids keep score. The parents may not, but the kids know that kid got this goal and this kid missed it. So in some ways, it's just sort of a parent illusion that we're not actually being competitive with the kids. The kids themselves are being competitive. And competition can actually be a good thing. You know, the more kids you have taking the SAT score in the same room at the same time, the lower their score.
Really?
Yeah. And they found that, and they've done IQ tests and all kinds of things with the same pattern. Competition is personal. If I know you studied for 4 hours for that chapter test, then I think, hey, I need to study for 4 hours on that chapter test. If everybody's sort of treated as equal and we never actually get to see some of that competition, we may be missing out on a way to improve ourselves. I mean, that's the bottom line, is how do I get better? And constant praise, constant trophies short circuit that process because you aren't given the room to it. Jennifer Crocker says parents will say things like, oh, honey, I know you missed the soccer goal, but you'll get it next time. And the message is, failure is so terrible we dare not speak of it.
So what do you say? You missed it, and I can't believe it. We're going to go practice for 6 hours on Saturday?
Well, what I would say was, you missed it. What would you do differently now? Would you practice more? Was it that you weren't feeling well? Asking them to reflect on why there was a
blank
mistake.
happens?
And that works too. That works too. But it's more about, did you learn from this experience? Whatever it was, and then you can move on. It's not about promising future success or pretending failure doesn't happen, because we all know it's when you screw up that you learn.